People know me as Solomon, the wise king. But before the wisdom, before the throne, before the crown, there was tension in the palace. Let me tell you how it really happened. The palace before the crown. My father, King David, was old. Very old. He was still alive, but everyone could feel that his time as king was ending. And when a king grows weak, people around him start making plans. Some people prayed. Some people waited. And some people rushed ahead. That's where my brother Adonijah comes in. Adonijah's big move. Adonijah was my older brother. Handsome. Confident. Loud. The type who liked attention. One day, without asking my father, without consulting God, Adonijah decided, I will be king. Just like that. He gathered chariots, horsemen, and 50 men to run ahead of him. He invited powerful people Joab the army commander and Abiathar the priest. They ate, they celebrated, they shouted, Long live King Adonijah. But notice this. He did not invite me. He did not invite the prophet Nathan. And he did not invite my mother, Bathsheba. That already told me everything. God's plan was different. You see, my father David had already made God's will clear. God chose me to sit on the throne after him. Not because I was the oldest. Not because I was the loudest. But because God wanted it so. When the prophet Nathan heard what Adonijah had done, he rushed to my mother. Bathsheba, he said, did you know Adonijah has made himself king and David doesn't even know? That was dangerous. Very dangerous. My mother spoke up. My mother went straight to my father. Did you not promise, she asked him, that Solomon your son would reign after you? My father sat up. Strength returned to his voice. He said, As the Lord lives, Solomon shall be king today. That moment changed everything. The real coronation. My father commanded that I be placed on his own mule. Zadok the priest anointed me with oil. Trumpets were blown. And the people shouted, Long live King Solomon. The noise was so loud it shook the ground. And guess what? Adonijah and his guests heard it. Their celebration turned into fear. Just like that, Adonijah runs for his life. When Adonijah realized what had happened, he panicked. He ran straight to the altar and held on to the horns of it. He was afraid. He sent word to me, Please, let King Solomon swear not to kill me. I could have ended his life right there. After all, what he did looked like rebellion. But I said, If he proves himself a worthy man, not a hair of his head will fall. But if evil is found in him, he will die. I spared him. I sent him home. That should have been the end. But it wasn't. Adonijah makes another move. After my father died, I was firmly on the throne. God gave me peace. Then Adonijah came back with another plan. He went to my mother and said, Please ask Solomon to give me Abishag the young woman who cared for our father. That request may sound small to you, but I understood it immediately. In our culture, marrying a king's concubine was a claim to the throne. This wasn't love. It was ambition again. The hardest decision. When my mother told me, I felt it deep in my spirit. Adonijah had not changed. I said, Why ask for Abishag? You might as well ask for the kingdom. This time, I could not ignore it. To protect the throne God gave me, justice had to be done. Adonijah was executed. It was painful. He was my brother. But God's order had to stand. What I learned as king. Here's what my story teaches me, and maybe you too. God's timing cannot be rushed. Adonijah ran ahead. I waited. Position without God leads to downfall. Loud support is not the same as divine approval. Mercy is good, but wisdom must guide it. I spared him once. But repeated rebellion has consequences. The throne God gives you must be protected, even when it's uncomfortable. I did not become king by fighting for the crown. I became king by trusting God's plan. If God has promised you something, don't force it. Don't rush it. Don't fight dirty for it. What God gives, He sustains. And what He has not given, no amount of noise can secure.